toboggans, I couldn't tell. But something happened on the Tripod Trail. Giants and dragons are corrupting us all. If we don't get help, we will all go to hell. Did you hear the news out of Waveco Cave? A beholder tried to make us their slaves. My players trying to control our brains. I just woke up and the village was razed. We need the Stronghold to protect us for the night. We need the Stronghold to help us with this fight. We need the Stronghold. We need the Stronghold to go searching through the game. We need the Stronghold. We need the Stronghold. It's been a week since we saw Dave. A mighty group of adventurers. They're savage as hell, but they may be mad enough to get us through this spell. When they are together, they are the Stronghold. We are the Stronghold. We're here to show you the way. We are the Stronghold. We might just have to save the day. We're just a group of heroes, yeah. We're big and we're small. We may not be the best in town, but we answered the call. When we are together, we are the Stronghold. Was it goblins or boglins? I couldn't tell. But something happened on the Tripod Trail. Giants and dragons are corrupting us all. If we don't get help, we will all go to hell. Did you hear the news out of Wayback Cave? A big holder tried to make us their slaves. My players trying to control our brains. I just woke up and the village was razed. We need the stronghold to protect us for the night. We need the stronghold to help us with this fight. We need the stronghold. We need the stronghold to go searching through the game. We need the stronghold. We need the stronghold. It's been a week since we saw Dave. A mighty group of adventurers. They're savage as hell, but they may be mad enough to get us through this spell. When they are together, they are the stronghold. We are the stronghold. We're here to show you the way. We are the stronghold. We might just have to save the day. We're just a group of heroes, yeah. We're big and we're small. We may not be the best in town, but we answered the call. But we are together. We are the stronghold.
All right.
And if you want to continue with that, Tim, go for it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. So, hey, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for staying patient with all of us. This is our first Mercredi run. So we're gonna try our best to weekday, as we're all just, bros banging hammers at the 9 to 5, and we come home and, Microsoft wants to have 87 updates. That's cool. Thanks, Microsoft. Thank you for your service. But so, hey, welcome everybody in chat. We're gonna rip through this real quick. A bottom line up front for Stronghold: we're here for the community. We're here for mental health awareness. This table we want to bring to to you guys sitting out there to get into chat. So we can meet you at GaryCon, Gen Con, Con, whatever it is, and have a family when we go and visit these things. Unless it's Jeremy. Don't talk to that guy. Like, yeah, you pick your pockets.
He's weird.
Yeah. So we're all coming together as friends. Tori's on the other side of his Network the Quickening stamp, and we're gonna keep powering through these Wednesday sessions, which are going to be fantastic. So bottom line is, we've got a charity button on the bottom there. There's no pressure, because I'll tell you, you can donate. Donations and charity come from the heart and how your financial situation goes. But this goes to 988. There's some folks that are on the other side of a line to help folks with suicidal ideations or whatever, or just feeling blue. You call 988, you can be anonymous, and you can reach out to a myriad of specialized counselors from anything that you're going through. If we can hook these guys up, they're out there doing the Lord's work every day, helping people out. So that being said, welcome. I'm Sir Tim. I DM with DM Pete. We split the campaign up for Storm King's Thunder, and I'll pass it down to. We're blessed to have some talented creators with us in this weekday session. So let's do our first. We had Jeremy in a previous session, and we're going to use that character to jump into this one. So, Jeremy, take it away, Ern.
Take it away. You can find me. First of all, thank you for having me. This we have talked about this for a while, have we not? And this is the opportunity now. So you can find me over on Instagram at Old Men Rolling Dice. There was an Old Men Rolling Dice podcast. I'll be honest with you, since I've started a new job in that this year, I have not had time to work on it. So if you're like, where are all the episodes? I don't know if they'll be coming back or not, but you can definitely reach out to me through Instagram. And I'm right here on Twitch at DM_Jeremy. You can see me streaming games most Sundays and Tuesdays. Again, though, Sunday taking a little time off for the summer, enjoying time with family. But
Yeah.
Tuesday nights for sure, and Wednesday nights here now, which I'm really looking forward to.
Potentially bi-weekly, depending on how much us old farts can deal with, you know what I mean, the rigor of a midweek session. So but yeah, definitely. Okay, so thank you, Jeremy. Over to Charm.
Hello, good to see you guys again. I'm Charm of Charmed Fantasy. Happy to be part of the Stronghold crew. I have missed this, gotta say. It's a great vibe here. Yeah, I'm a professional and published writer, voice actor, and dungeon master, hoster of many games, and really busy with a lot of the charity events that we're doing. We're doing Charmed for Charity, which is a series across the next probably 4 to 6 weeks where I'm doing collaborations with many people, and I'll be lucky and happy to pull these guys into it as well. But tomorrow we're hosting Don Marshall and Natalie Marshall, the Lord of the Rings guy, and his wife, to raise money for Doctors Without Borders. Check us out at Charmed Fantasy on Twitch, Charmed Fantasy on Instagram, Charmed Fantasy on YouTube. We're getting the ball rolling on a lot of things. Otherwise, you can find me at Old World Charm everywhere else. And yeah, that is everything, I think, besides my character, which we'll do in game, right?
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll rip through that. Tori, you in? Come in over.
Okay, there we go.
There he is. You're
Right.
you're in.
Hello. My name is Tori Q Hill. I am a young artist slash story writer slash creator, and our studio, Turk Pro Studios, is a publisher now. Thank you for that. We're actually working with Old World Charm. That's my guy. Love him to death. Glad to be back, Mr. Sir Timothy. I don't know if you're supposed to put the Mr. in front of the Sir, but
You do whatever you want.
Good to meet you other two gentlemen. It looks like we're gonna have a great time. Looks like a great group of people. We were actually just talking about my wife just gave birth to our new daughter. This is number 2 for me. And it's just this is not just an excuse to get out of the house and get away from a crying baby. I love my baby girl to death, but this is gonna be fun, I think. And I'm happy to be here. I'm the author and creator of Network the Quickening comic book. Just did our Kickstarter. We were highly successful, so we're working on a second book, and that's about it. We got art, toprostudios.com. All right.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here, man. Your message and your art is absolutely fantastic, and you know what I mean. Like, we're not the biggest billboard on the block, but we're gonna put you on our billboard. You know, all of you guys. And that being said, speaking about brand new creators here, that brilliant voice you guys just heard is also on Spotify. That's our very own Skylar / Manu / Blandina / Bork / Cthulhu.
That's
Take
me.
away, Aaron.
Yeah, Tori. If we, I'll just say this from all of us here at Stronghold. If we have a crying baby in the stream, it wouldn't be a Stronghold stream without something like that. So,
Yeah.
let it happen.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Matt McCune, Music Man Matt. He helped me to create that awesome soundtrack. So if you want to listen to it, it's up on all of your streaming platforms: iHeartMedia, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the places. I've just got the one link in Twitch in the chat. So if you want to listen to it, go search for Stronghold Gaming. It's called We Are the Stronghold. And it was fun making it, and I love that everybody else loves it. That's all I got.
Yeah. And to continue on with what we're saying, we're trying to, this is a table, right? So I've got it. I build it out here. These dudes in my brain, in my theater of the mind, are sitting at this table. So to get up and go pee pee and poo poo, that's part of Dungeons and Dragons. You want to eat Doritos? Just mute yourself. You know what I mean? Because I've got that. You Google whatever phobia that is. When I have that. Forget about it. I'm gonna throw so many giants at you. But you know what I mean? Like, do those things. Family comes in and out. Like, this is just us broing out. We'll go through 5. Miss Phonia, thank you. Yeah, she's like, I have that.
Yep.
Fully diagnosed.
Misophonia.
Yeah, I don't think the
Misophonia.
VA will give me a disability claim for that. They'll just call me an asshole. But all right, so here we go. You guys are in Mithril Hall. Okay. It's dark, but it's the cavernous, large, but like beautiful filigreed walls and pillars of Mithril Hall, reclaimed by Brunor, the artist formerly known as Brunor Battlehammer, then Reginald Roundshield, and back to Brunor Battlehammer. Because we're in 1484-ish, okay, guys? If you know Forgotten Realms, and you're like a real lore nerd like me. So things are going on in the awakening of the something sleepers. So what had happened was, previous session, we were about to take a 5-week break. I wanted one last session before we go, but scheduling conflicts, as I like to call it, the storm of the Evermores, happened, where only a party of 4 just absolute meat-eating pipe hitters arrived to the battlefield. And there was a lot of shit talking previous, you know what I mean? And I decided to drop a level 12 wizard with chain lightning on Blandina. And they got smoked on this trail from I believe it was Citadel Felbar, which you guys solved their crisis on the way to Mirbar. Right, so I'm going to give you a micro, then I'll come up to the macro of what's going on in the world. So you guys were cruising along, and you basically almost got TPK'd. Jarlaxle, Salvatore's dad, shows up at the end, you know what I mean, and kind of solves the crisis, pats you guys on the butt, and moves you on the way. But what you guys decided to do, instead of linking up with the other party, because the Margasters, they're like the what do we call them? The Soroses of Waterdeep are trying to track you guys down. You guys decided to say, we're all dead, to carry on with your mission. What's the mission? We're in Storm King's Thunder. Read about it. It's a great book, basically about the ordning of giants fracturing. And all of the stone giants, how does it go? It goes hill, then stone, then cloud, then fire, then cloud, then storm giants, right? They all want to be the head of the ordning, which the storm giants used to be. The thing is no one can push in the circuit breaker to find out where the storm giants are right now to be the Mac Daddies. So you guys, all the while, the rest of the army of the world are down south fighting in the Well of Dragons to defeat Tiamat. And there was only 6 dudes to go figure out what's going on with this crisis, where the giants are basically taking advantage of this vacuum of power in the north, in the frontier, the juicy parts of the Sword Coast and Faerun. So in this game of only Faeruns, you guys are still trying to figure out, what's going on with the ordning, and you run into this friendly frost giant named Harshnag, Force Gray guy in lore. Harshnag's like, we gotta find the Allfather, bro. Let's go this way. And you guys moved on to the Mithril Hall, and he squeezes in there with you. When you arrive there, it's 30 days post the battle in the Well of Dragons, right? People are licking their wounds. The heroes of the realm are like, bro, I'm busy being a level 14 right now, trying to manage my keeps and kingdoms. I want to rest. So you ran into one of our old characters. You ran into the Archbishop of Waterdeep himself, Henry, the great Henry, who's a massively awesome cleric. And he's like the Great Owl of the Harpers right now? He's Elminster level Harpers on his side of the thing. So Elminster, excuse me. It's not the minister, it's Elminster. So you guys were in Mithril Hall, and basically they're confirming what you guys know. Hey, this Eye of the Allfather, luckily you found this giant. He can take you down to the Valley of Kadrun and find this location, right? Mirren, who was with you, goes, I was spotted in Yartar. They know I'm alive. So he hops on his griffin, takes your bag of holding, in all his glory and heads back to the other party where they beat the ever-living piss out of me as a dungeon master on Sunday. Please don't watch the last 50 minutes of that. It's basically me in this corner over here crying and throwing monster manuals around because yuck laws were just super weak. So you guys are in this room right now. Now imagine a vault within a vault within a vault. This is a super sealed, stone room. It's squared off, probably 40 by 40, with your classic war room table in the middle. There is a very tall, beautiful, blonde-haired wizard, your classic Lady Lariel. She's very stoically, staring on the right-hand side of Henry, the Archbishop of Waterdeep. She whispers in her ear. She snaps her fingers. She leaves like Cinderella. She just turns into pixie dust. You don't get to talk to her. She's out. Whoop. Henry stays behind. He's a very martial creature. You know what I mean? So despite being the Archbishop of Canterbury, he's got a very Jean Ziska look about him, right? Like, so he's got plate mail on. He's got he's got that mace that glows. It's the holy mace of something. Stay with me on the Lightbringer. Yeah, so he'd always be like, I'm switching on Lightbringer. So it's got like a switch on it. So there you guys are. You're talking. Hey, we're gonna press on. We're gonna say we're dead to throw off the Margasters, but we're out of resources. Since we were down a little bit on running on comms, I'm gonna help RP along. You guys are sitting there. So Blandina and Salvatore, you know what you're gonna do, but you're like, we're not necessarily kitted out about this. And then you look and you can smell the sweaty muskiness of these two beefy dudes that just shadow into this room, and you see both Torn and Vokath, right? Just well, I guess you can't be Master Blaster because one of them would have to be like a halfling to be Master Blaster. But you see both blasters.
Double blasters.
Blaster. Walk in. Dang, did we just canonize Blaster? So Blaster like walk in. So Jeremy, so he looks over his shoulder. Blandina sees them for the first time. She's like frozen. She's Elsa. And so real quick, what are some key takeaways? What Blandina would see for the first time of Vokath?
Vokath is a Goliath. He's over 7 feet tall. He's not built like a football player. He's built like if you can imagine, like a basketball player, maybe Shaq-like stature. Yeah, but he's a big guy. He's wearing chainmail, but the top part of the chain, like the chain shirt and all that, has been sort of rolled off his shoulders, so he can just you can really see his enormity.
I was really hoping for belly shirt chainmail. But
yeah, you want that? Like the midriff showing?
Yeah,
like traditional Goliath has like these lines that sort of trace patterns about his face and his body, and his skin is sort of a grayish color, but the lines in that are dark, almost really dark blue, almost black. He carries a massive sledgehammer, which he does not holster it. It's always in his hands as he comes forward, and hanging on a chain around his neck is a symbol of the Foehammer Tempest, the god of war. And he has a very sort of grim, determined visage about him.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So, going off that, you also see an Asimar barbarian standing right next to him. Tori, what are some key takeaways that someone would see when they run into Torn King?
Torn King has you can first thing you notice if you knew him before is that he shaved all his hair. Now he's he's just bald, and he has a long scar going across his face. Kind of a brownish bronze skin from maybe too much sun or just a lot of dirt. You don't really know. He gives off the idea that he just kind of gave up on pleasing people and being a part of a he's accepted for other things. He's accepted for what he likes to do, which is do battle. And he has a long scar going down his face. Looks kind of new, maybe from a recent battle. You can kind of see the little stitchings and whatnot healed up, starting to heal. He's pretty muscular. He's about 6'4", big, broad shoulders, Conan the Barbarian style. And he's wearing, looks like a leather, what do you call it? Like a sash and a leather cloak, not cloak.
Loincloth.
You know what I mean? Loincloth. Thank you, sir.
There you
A
go.
leather loincloth. And he has 2 axes at his hips and 1 large axe in his hand. And it looks pretty interesting. It looks made by magic users who blessed it. It has a faint glow to it. And he doesn't look nice. He looks kind of grim. His eyes are pretty dark. And his brow is just super huge. And there we go.
So as Blandina kind of looks at this and kind of steps back and like, oh, here we go again. Here comes the Savathor. How do you describe these guys? Like, hey, this is right. Like,
yeah,
they're with me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I'll just say one
look over
sentence.
like, friends of yours?
I will smile and nod. I say, a strong and favorable wind has blown our way finally.
oof.
And I will stand up and welcome them in the most, like, if you've ever been around Middle Eastern friends, when they see you, they make the biggest arms and the grandest, gesture of your welcome, almost like a big, like, just a full, I want everyone to see how welcome these people are.
Yeah.
And no one messes with them. If I have any good standing in society, I will make that, put my reputation physically and body language wise with them. With Savathor, formerly known as Histover, who looks a lot like Lee Pace mixed with Jareth, David Bowie, and Labyrinth. Blue full plate dragon scale armor, like literal dragon scales, with his bush viper wrapped around his neck, literal animal, a blue bush viper that blends in with the dragon scales. He's got kind of Finn Thranduil's hair. He's actually like basically Lee Pace, just an excuse to just oogle the awesome elven aspect of that vibe. And I will welcome them as brothers with depending on what they're comfortable with, either a clasping of hand over hand or an embrace deep shoulder to shoulder, cheek to cheek, whatever they're comfortable with. But I am, after almost dying, happy to see the reinforcements.
Yeah, I'll throw a hand out, like stopping them from hugging me like that.
I'll put them all down and embrace them in sort of a very jovial hug. My pretty little friend.
Give him a fist bump.
So nice. So Blandina, Henry looks straight at you as the, you've been here the longest, right? He kind of gives you this look like, well, you're the head of the company, for right now. Feel free, hey, Blandina, feel free to read them on. Like, are we still good for you to carry on and help us, solve this, what's going on with the ordering? Is there any other information you need? Is there anything we can provide you?
Well, I'll look at Salvatore